What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Elementor video, and in this video we're going to talk about a feature that you can build into your website to hopefully convert your visitors into paying customers. And that feature is called video chat. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I appreciate you stopping by. Be sure and smash that nice red looking subscribe button, join the family, and be notified of upcoming videos just like this one. Now, one of the features, the pop-up feature, is an Elementor Pro feature. So if you haven't got your hands on Elementor Pro yet, click on that link down below in the description. See what kind of price you can get for Elementor Pro. It is a phenomenal plugin, and you'll finally have all of the features of Elementor and all of that power at your hands and ready to design some awesome websites. Now, with all that said, this video will be broken down into 3 steps. The first step will be actually to record the video that we're going to be using for the video chat. The second step will be to design the video chat panel. And the third step will be to design the button that accesses the video chat panel. For your convenience, I've actually marked the chapters down below in the YouTube video timeline. So if you want to skip ahead or need to skip back, you can do so easily with those chapter markers. Now, depending on the length of your video that you're using for the video chat, this feature should take about 15 to 30 minutes to actually get implemented and fully functioning on your website. Now, before we jump into the 3 steps, I do want to actually show you what this feature is so you guys can see exactly what it is we're trying to achieve. I also want to mention a few reasons you might want to use this on your website and why you should get it implemented today. Alright guys, so this is the effect that we're going to be creating today. It is a really cool effect. You can see down here at the bottom right hand corner, your attention is quickly drawn to it as it looks like there's a muted video playing. And this is actually a button. So when someone clicks on it, they actually get a pop-up of a vertical video with a call to action button. So let's go ahead and just do it right here so you can see, and here we go.
Hey guys, what's going on? I just wanted to let you know that Elementor has some phenomenal...
So I'm going to go ahead and pause this, but that's essentially what we're creating. It's like a video chat that actually just pops up and is ready to give you some kind of information. And of course, you can have a call to action button, you can have headlines, you can have text, you can have basically any other element that you would normally put on a website. You can put in this video chat panel, and to close out of it, you just hit this X and it is closed and gone. I really think this is an amazing effect that will really draw some attention to your main call to action on your website. Now, real quick, what are some ideas of videos that you might want to put in here? Maybe you want to tell them about a special offer going on your product. Maybe you want to introduce yourself and just kind of connect a little bit more in a raw fashion where it's just like a selfie video of you and nothing really fancy or anything like that. You want them to just know, hey, I'm just a person, a fellow human being just like you. Let's connect and make things work. Or maybe you want to announce a new product, or hey, maybe you even want to let them know that you have time available in your schedule to work with certain dates and certain times, and that they should click on that button below to schedule an appointment. There's literally endless amounts of uses for this effect. Alright guys, now that we've seen how cool this feature is, let's go ahead and get started with building out this feature. So we're going to start with step 1, which is actually filming the video that we're going to use for the video chat panel. Now, this step requires the following. Something to film your video with, whether that's your phone, which is probably the easiest, maybe a camera or a webcam. Secondly, and this might be the hardest part of the whole tutorial, is finding a piece of software that will allow you to actually produce a square video from your recorded video. You can use things such as video editing software, a website that will allow you to do this, or maybe even an app on your phone that just needs to crop in the video so you have a square version of the same video. Alright guys, now that we're ready to actually begin filming, I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to do it here. First things first, we're going to want to film with the camera facing us, and we need it to be in a vertical orientation. So we're not filming landscape, we're filming portrait or vertically. Alright guys, and next we want to actually center ourselves in the frame. So right about here is where you want to be. You want to have a little bit of space up above the head and a little bit of space down below the chest, but this is a pretty good angle right about there. This is too low and this is too high. So we want to actually be right about there in the middle. Now, once we've got ourselves in the middle, we're going to go ahead and just keep that camera as still as possible. We don't want to be moving around. You can also just set this on a table and talk to it so you're not moving it up and down and you don't get any kind of like weird angle changes on the video. And again, guys, the content of this video can be whatever you would like. For my case in this tutorial, I'm going to be talking about some of the awesome features of a product that I truly believe in and why I think they should purchase it today. But again, you could use this for various purposes. Maybe you just want to seem more relatable, or maybe you really want to make a connection with someone so they know who you are. Maybe you're a doctor or a dentist and you really want them to know, hi, I'm a real person. This is me. This is like raw, unedited, nothing fancy. It's just me talking to you as person to person. Or maybe you want to add these videos every week and you want to say, hey, look, I've got slots available for Wednesday. Do you guys want to actually join? Click on the button below and join me on Wednesday. Whatever you choose to do, guys, just go ahead and make this video and then let's get into editing. And again, guys, I'm going to go ahead and add this video to my video editor. And right here, all we're trying to do is crop this video into a square. So we have both a vertical copy of the video as well as a square copy. So I'm going to switch here the video format here to square. I'll create a new project and we have a canvas right here to go ahead and draw this video on. So let's go ahead and put this on here. And then right here we have this video. It's now in the square format, but I'm actually going to go ahead and make it a little bit bigger. So we want it to kind of fill the edges here. So just like that, it snaps into place. And that looks pretty good right there. So now we have a square cropped video. I can actually pull it down maybe just a little bit. Perfect. So we have this square cropped video and you can actually see just my face pretty much. All right, guys, so as you can see, we now have the two versions of the same exact video. We have a square version right here and we have a vertical version right here. And just for convenience, I've put them in the same folder and we're ready to move on to step number 2, which is designing the video chat panel. All right, guys, welcome to step 2. And in step 2, the first thing that we're going to do is go over to our WordPress website and log into the admin panel. So now that we're logged in here to the admin panel, we're going to hover over here where it says Elementor. Right below it, there will be an option for templates. Let's hover over that and we'll click on pop-ups. Now for these pop-ups, we need to go ahead and add a new pop-up. So we'll click that and we're going to choose a template type. We'll leave it at pop-up and we're going to enter our template name. Now this can be any name that you want, but for this sake, I'm going to go ahead and name it video chat. And let's go ahead and hit create template. Now next it comes up with the actual pop-up designer. We can actually go ahead and just exit out of this and we have a fresh blank pop-up. Now the first thing that we need to do is go ahead and actually add our video in. So we'll go ahead and drag in a video element. All right, now over here on the left it says source. We're gonna go ahead and switch this over to self-hosted. Now once we have self-hosted selected, we'll go ahead and click choose file and we'll upload our vertical video. So again, this is the vertical video that we're uploading, not the square video. All right, now that our video is uploaded and attached to our website, we are ready to go ahead and stylize it. So we're gonna go over here to style and change the aspect ratio to not 16:9, but 9:16. That's a vertical orientation. Next, we're actually going to go over here and hit this little settings icon down at the bottom left-hand corner and click that, and this will bring up the actual pop-up settings. From here, we want to switch the position on horizontal over to right, and then we want to switch the vertical position to bottom. Now, basically what that's doing is attaching it to the bottom right-hand corner. Now, from here, we can actually go ahead and adjust the width, and as we adjust the width, you can see it's still sticking to the bottom right hand corner. I'm going to go ahead and set mine to 350. I think that looks pretty good. And then the next step is we actually want to turn the overlay off. So we can go ahead and click this overlay and switch it to off. Now to give this feature a little more flair, we're going to go ahead and switch the entrance animation to bounce in up. So right over here we have bounce in, up. And so that will actually bounce it in up so the pop-up kind of springs upward. Now this next step is optional, but if you go over here to style, you can actually switch the color of the background. Right over here under pop-up background type, we can click on the color and then we can switch it to whatever color we would like. For me, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it at black. I think that looks just fine. But if you wanted to use your brand color or your accent color, you're more than welcome to. Now this is optional as well. You can actually actually set a border radius. So this will be the roundness of the actual corners here on the edges of the border of this pop-up. So I'm going to go ahead and set mine up to about 15 should be good. You kind of get that rounded corner effect. And the other thing you can actually switch over here is the close button. You can actually change the color of it. So if you want to switch this color, again, that close button is this little black X right over here. If you want to change the color of that, you can also do that. I'm going to leave mine at the color that it's set at. Now the last thing we're going to do is actually add a call to action button. Now you can add extra content above or below this video, wherever you would like, but for this kind of like video chat type dashboard or console area, I just want to add a pop-up button. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the menu button, hit back, and get back to our main menu here, and I'll add a button right here to the bottom, and I'm going to go ahead and stylize this just a little bit. All right, so I've gone ahead and actually stylized this button, and if you guys need help stylizing your button, you can actually check, I have another video all about buttons and how to stylize them. You can click on that card up above and check it out. But for the most part, we're pretty much done. All that's left is to add a little bit of adjustment to the actual video chat panel. Now those last little adjustments that we're going to actually make to the pop-up are going to be down here in settings. We'll go over to advanced and we'll click on the padding here and adjust the padding to whatever your personal preference is. For my sake, I'm going to go ahead and add 7 to all the way around. And so when we get to about 7, I think that looks good. We got kind of like this healthy thickness of a border around the video, around the button, and it looks really nice. All right, guys, then the last step is to actually go ahead and turn autoplay on for this video. So I'm gonna go down here to Navigator and click on the video, and I'll go over here to the left-hand side where it says video options. I'll flip autoplay to on. And as soon as I do that, you'll see the video will actually start playing. I'm gonna go ahead and pause that real quick so we don't have any kind of feedback in the microphone. But basically we are done. Now we're gonna go ahead and click over here to publish, and it's gonna come up with all the conditions and everything like that. We don't actually have to add any conditions. We'll just hit next, next, save and close, and we are done. All right, guys, welcome to part 3, where we're actually going to be implementing the button onto our website and allowing it to open that pop-up. Now, this is exciting because this is the last step and you are almost done with the tutorial. So with no further ado, let's jump in. All right, guys, so welcome to the last step. The first thing we're gonna do is actually turn our square video into a GIF. A GIF is basically an image that is animated so it looks similar to a video. But when we actually turn this into a GIF, we can use it as a button. Now what we're going to do is actually go to the website giphy.com, and that's GIPHY.com. Go ahead and sign up for an account there, and then we're going to go ahead and upload our video. So I'm all signed up, so I'm going to go ahead and just drag in my square video and drop it right here to create a GIF. Now the cool thing about Giphy is you can actually scan around and pick a spot in your video where you want to actually make that GIF, so you don't have to use the whole video. I'm going to go ahead and make a much shorter version, maybe just like 7 seconds, that sounds good. And I'm looking for an area where I'm actually explaining something, but not maybe, moving around too much or anything like that. I want my head to be about in the same spot. And so I'm gonna go ahead and set that maybe 8 seconds. That looks good. And I'll go ahead and hit continue to upload. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and switch this over to private so it's not being shown to anyone in the public. And then I'll go ahead and click upload to Giphy. And that's going to go ahead and start the upload process and convert it over to a GIF. All right, guys, once it's uploaded, all we're going to do is right click here on the actual GIF and hit save image as, and then you'll save this image as a GIF. Now you can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name it square GIF and then go ahead and save it to your computer. All right, guys, and that was the hardest part of the last step. All we're going to do now is go ahead and add it to our website. All right, so once you found the web page that you want to put this button on, you have to go ahead and hit edit with Elementor and come to the back end here. And then all we're going to do is go to the very bottom of the page and drag in an image element. And then once we have an image element here, all we're going to do is click over here to choose image, and then we're going to drag in and upload our GIF. And look at that, we've got our GIF on the website. Now what we're going to do is actually go over here to link. We'll click on link and go to custom URL. And over here, we'll click on dynamic tags. I don't know if you can see this, but it's like these little coins stacked on top of each other. we'll click dynamic tags, we'll scroll down until we find the actions section and it says pop-up. We'll click on that and then click on this little tiny wrench icon right there. We'll click on that and that will bring up the settings for this dynamic tag. We'll click on action, open pop-up, perfect. And then under pop-up, we want to go ahead and select the pop-up, the name of the pop-up that we created previously. So I believe I named it video chat. So I'll put in VI and of course it pops up right there, video chat, and perfect. It is all linked up, ready to go. Now the last part of this step is just stylizing the button and positioning it. So let's go ahead and hit style here. Let's go ahead and change the width. I'm in pixels here. Let's go ahead and set the width to 150 so it's nice and small there. Let's go ahead and what else should we adjust here? Maybe add a border. Let's add a solid border here and change the width of that border to a little bit thicker. Maybe about 5 looks pretty good right there. And then let's go ahead and change the color. I like this black color that we're going with, kind of this style that we have here. Let's go ahead and add a border radius of, let's just bring it up and see how it looks. I want to make it round, kind of like circular. Looks like about, yeah, 80s. Maybe, I think it's about 75. Yeah, 75 makes a circle. So we'll go ahead and just leave it at that. And I'm actually just going to increase the border just a little bit. I think it'll look a little bit better. Maybe at an 8. I think that looks pretty good. Now you can add a box shadow if you'd like. All right, guys, I think that looks pretty good. Now just take note here of the width of your button. We'll use it in just a moment here. What we're going to do is actually position the button. So to do that, we click on advanced here. We go down to positioning. We click on width and click on custom. Now we're going to go ahead and set the custom width here to the same number that we set on the width of the image element. And again, if you want to check on the custom width, you can always just click back here to style and we can see here it is 150. We can go back over to advanced and positioning and see here our custom width also needs to be 150. Now let's go ahead and click on position and change this to fixed. Now once we have the position set to fixed, all we're going to do is go over here and switch the horizontal orientation to right and the vertical orientation to bottom. And once that's set up, we need to set an offset. So I'm going to use like 30 pixels. You can always adjust this later, but usually the range of like 20 to maybe like 40 pixels is probably pretty good. I'm going to put in here 30 and then over here I'm going to put in 30 as well. And then when we zoom back out here, you can actually see this is now moved to the bottom right hand corner there. And when it's down there, you can see that it's just going to be sticking there no matter if I scroll the page or not. All right, guys, we are so close. Now to add just a little bit of flair here, let's go over to motion effects. Let's add an entrance animation and do the same exact one that we did before, the bounce in and up. We'll go ahead and choose that one. We are done finally. Let's go ahead and hit update here and let's take a preview of the effect. All right, guys, and we are ready to test it out. So it's here. As I scroll, you can see it sticks to that bottom right-hand corner because it is fixed. And then let's go ahead and just click on it and see what happens.
Hey guys, what's going on? I just wanted to let you.
How cool is that? We have that video that just pops right up and is ready to go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just pause it here because I don't want the audio to actually play here on my microphone. But if you do want this call to action button, it's optional. If you don't want it, you don't have to have it. Again, if you do want it there, you'll have to set that link over on when you're working with that button and setting that button up. We didn't do that in this video just for this tutorial sake, but you'll have to set that link up. And again, you can always add other kind of information. If you want a headline or text or anything you want, you can have right over here on this video chat panel. And again, to go ahead and use this, you just hit this little X and close out of it. And right over here, we have what appears to be a muted video ready to play for us. And we just click on it. And boom, it pops up ready to go. All right, guys, so that's all for today's video. Again, if you like today's video, be sure and drop a like on this video. It would really help me and help this video get boosted in the YouTube algorithm. And of course, if you guys are interested in Elementor Pro, be sure and check out that link down below in the description. It can do some amazing things just like this. And for those new viewers today, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me that you came and watched this video. Be sure and smash that nice red looking subscribe button and join the family. Be notified of upcoming videos just like this one. And with no further ado, guys, thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care.